The last couple of months hadn't been good. A red card and 2 short-term injuries had left me out of a number of important games, including the EFL Trophy semi-final, which we ended up losing. Luckily though, I was expecting some good news. A few weeks ago now, I'd spoken to the coaches at Lincoln City about being recalled from loan in January, and now January was only a few days away. As long as I can put in a good performance against Morecambe, then surely I've done enough to be recalled. We started off the game pretty strongly, trying to get some chances off in the early few moments. As in the first few minutes, we come forward with the ball, playing it out down towards the wing, playing it back inside me, playing the ball back out onto the wing. Clearly space for the cross, but we were just a bit too complacent and end up losing the ball. The resulting corner, it comes swinging into the area, but unfortunately gets collected by the goalkeeper in the end. But a good start from us in this game particularly. We want to try and get a good positive start, and obviously I need to be showing myself in the best light possible as well. Morecambe had a chance coming forward, but that was probably one of their best chances of the entire first half. A shot going well over the bar. Not long after that, we had another chance to come forward, and I've got to get myself on the score sheet today if I want to be impressing the Lincoln bosses to try and get something out of today's game. The ball forward to me in the end wasn't the best ball, and unfortunately I don't quite get on the end of it, but we still have another chance to come back with the ball. It's played back in towards me, and I put my man through, but unfortunately the timing is all off, and he is offside in the end, which isn't particularly good. But again, 32nd minute of the game now, I've streaked through there and had a great shot, which the keeper has managed to parry away. I'm trying desperately to create some goal-scoring opportunities for us as a team. Unfortunately, though, this one just not quite coming off as the goalkeeper tries and tips it over the post, basically. But I do intercept a throw-in just before half-time. Perhaps one final chance for us to score before half-time. As I'm trying to cut inside here, get the ball into my man. He plays it back to me inside the area, but I drag the shot wide. And that was half-time there. And that was kind of frustrating because we had a lot of chances in that first half to try and score some goals. At the start of the second half, I have another great chance to score a goal, potentially fouled in the build-up, which you might see on the replay. But unfortunately, the shot goes wide. The slide tackle was a bit late. It catches me late after I kicked the ball. I think we should have had a penalty for that, in my opinion. But I guess the keeper, or the referee, sorry, thought I had a good enough opportunity with my shot in the first place. Another chance, though, coming to us as I try and get forward past the defenders. I'm inside the area on my own. Now, unfortunately, due to my broken ankles, or sprained ankles, which got last time around, no, we can't have that in the storyline. I'm just going to say it. EA, you need to fix your game. Because I've unlocked the skill dribbler stats or attributes in the game now, unfortunately, I can't do skill moves anymore, and it's making it quite difficult to play. But you've just seen there a massively good ball from me. It goes forward, it sort of bounces around the area in the end. I pass it to my teammate, he gets it to another one, and we finally put the ball in the back of the net for one of the best team goals I have seen in the entire game that we've played so far, which I'm really, really pleased with. As I was saying, though, about the skill moves, it needs to be fixed because I can't do skill moves anymore. Not even a fake shot. I can't even do a fake shot anymore because the game's giving me 0-star skill moves. So I think to sort of mitigate it, I'm going to be turning down the difficulty from world class to professional, because you just can't play world class as an individual player and not do skill moves, basically, to get past players. So I'm going to have to turn it down from world class to professional, I think, as we go forward. But that's how the game finished. 1-0 in the end. I'd say a job well done. We're now in January, and I haven't had any calls and texts or emails from Lincoln City. Perhaps they're waiting to see how I play against Mansfield, the team that I played against when I last got injured and they knocked us out of the FA Cup. But something about this doesn't feel right. Surely they would have spoken to me by now if I was going to be recalled from loan. I decided that it would be best to play as a bit of a team player in today's game, rather than selfishly going for some goals against Mansfield. And early on, we had a bit of a chance resulting from a throw-in, but nothing came of it in the end. As long as we get the win here today against Mansfield, that's the most important thing. They knocked us out of the FA Cup, and we need to get back at them in the league. So I'm trying to be as helpful as possible. Getting forward there wasn't the best. Got tackled at the end, but we managed to win the throw-in in an attacking position. And we're trying to build it forward once again through the channels now. So I've got the ball, playing it back more centrally onto the edge of the area, but the guys around me just can't seem to do the work either. The Mansfield defence is really strong. I get the shot away in the end, and it cannons off the crossbar. We've been playing so well, and that kind of epitomises how we've been playing so far. Just not quite good enough as I hit the crossbar then. Another chance for me now as I come forward, but get tackled right at the last second. Looking for that. The great defending from the Mansfield players, to be fair. But again, we have another chance to come forward in today's game against Mansfield. Putting it through to my teammate there. He's going to try and put it back to me now as I turn around, get the jump on the defender, but the goalkeeper this time makes a superb save, and it's still not going in the back of the net. just before half-time, Manto would have a chance to show how good they are at coming forward on the ball. As you can see here, coming forward into the area, get the ball more centrally, but the keeper makes a very, very good save there at the end of the first half. So we went into the break 0-0, and something had to be done in the second half to make sure we picked up the 3 points. Again, good attacking play from us here, but we just can't quite break down this Mansell defence that are really well drilled, and they're doing well in the league, and it kind of shows why they're doing well in the league, because they're getting some good results on the pitch. We can't seem to break them down. Again, I'm in behind, and I've had the shot this time, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, and unfortunately we're still not getting scores, and we're still not getting a goal in today's game. Another chance here on the 62nd minute. I beat the defender again, shoot, the keeper saves it, but that is going to be the end of my involvement in the game. The manager decides it's time to take me off the pitch, and I'll tell you what, I am absolutely fuming about it. At least we didn't lose it, we drew it 0-0, but I cannot believe he's taken me off the pitch. When I got home from the game later on, I was still really cross that I'd been substituted, and I'd still not heard anything from Lincoln City. So I decided to take things into my own hands and ring the coaches, which turned out to be a terrible decision. They told me because Lincoln City were doing so well, sitting second in League One, I wasn't in the manager's plans and he wasn't going to recall me, and I'll be staying at Cambridge for the rest of the season. I felt betrayed by the club because I'd practically been promised that I was going to be recalled, and now they've gone back on their word. It's not that I don't like Cambridge, but I feel like I've proven myself in League 2 and that I'm ready for Lincoln in League 1. It just doesn't seem fair to me. I think the best thing to do is go and have a night out and just forget about it, else it'll eat away at me all night. Ugh, that was a heavier night than I anticipated. I feel absolutely terrible. That was not a good idea to go for a night out before training. I don't think I can drive either, so I need to order a taxi. Hopefully I'm not too late for training though. We meet at 9 AM, but we don't start the session until 10. Oh, no. How can this have happened? This is the worst thing that could have possibly happened to me. I need to get a taxi to the training ground and hope that I catch them before the end of the day. Pretend I'm ill or something like that, and that's why I couldn't make training. By the time I get there though, everyone has left. Apart from the manager, and he wanted a few private words in his office. Turns out lying about being ill, well, it's not the best thing to do when the paparazzi have already posted photos of you online on a night out. The manager wasn't impressed with me being out last night, missing training, and lying to him. He told me he wasn't going to pick me for the next game as punishment for my lack of discipline and breaking the club rules. As if my week could get any worse. He also said to me that he doesn't want me to get an ego. He's worried that me buying a new flashy car, missing training for nights out, it's going to ruin my opportunities in football again, and that I really need to do some long, hard thinking. Perhaps he's got a point. The next game came around and, well, sure enough, I wasn't picked. Luckily, we drew the game. We didn't lose it. But I feel like I've let the team down because I could have been on the pitch to score the winning goal in that game. Despite everything though, I'm kind of glad that this week's happened. It's given me the motivation to work hard for the rest of the season, get Cambridge promoted, become a top goal scorer in the league, and earn my place back at Lincoln City for next season. It's time to get busy.